You know.
Get it to shop. All right, we have Rebecca. You've been on many different fronts. You've helped so many people. You've tried, and a lot of times you did.
Yes, we succeeded in virtually every council race.
Now, we always wondered, and like I said, did you get that video I saw that sent you on YouTube? I mean on Facebook.
Yes, I did.
Just thanking you basically for running.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Now, it's your turn.
Okay. What
The question is, I guess, for everybody playing from New Jersey want to ask, what is your motivation for you? We always wondered when you were going to take this path. Everybody was wondering. People asked me the whole time. You know, so now, what
really motivates me to run this term for this seat at this critical time is because I have felt that Councilman Bernie has not been effective in the way that we need a second and third ward at-large council person to lead.
Okay.
That agreement is, that statement is, I'm sorry, can we start about just I've been endorsed by Councilman Storch and by Councilman Adrian Mack to run with them because they know that I will bring independence, leadership, and effectiveness to the city council. This year, the idea of having another 4 years of inaction on the council with higher and higher taxes, nothing being done about the PMUA, and nothing being done to hold the administration's feet to the fire regarding economic development. That's why I'm running. We can't say, there's an old question that used to be asked that has been brought up again. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And do you envision yourself better off?
Are we better off now than
I would say no.
I mean, we've had a lot of different negative things that's been even on in the news. I mean, people, because I'm with Harvest Radio, and I'm getting it in also, I get it through Facebook, I get it through telephone. I mean, the shame on you. The different things that's going on. Some people don't even want to move it because of the stagnation that's going on, the political stagnation. What can we do to change this?
Well, one thing that I would say is that we need to, and my idea for developing Plainfield as a destination city, it won't end all that, negativity, but it'll more effectively counterbalance it. There are folks who, come up to me as I've been out running, saying, how can we counterbalance that? Shame on you. I love Plainfield, but I have friends who were thinking of moving here and now they don't want to move here. I said, well, we have to focus on quality of life. As the schools improve, we can, give folks a reason for coming because
are we
of
giving
the
schools, but are we giving the schools the thorough hand that they really deserve? I've been here since 1988.
Okay.
I've been raising kids. I've heard about the negativity in Plainfield schools since 1988. You understand me? It's always been an up and down. What's the longest superintendent that we had here? I interviewed Paula Howard in 2006. A few months later, she was gone.
Right.
So how are we going to bring some stability if we're not able to keep focused leadership? What can we do?
We as a community, as you know, I just stepped down as first vice president of the League of Women Voters in Plainfield.
Okay.
I used to run all the Board of Ed candidate forums as well as municipal forums.
Sure.
So one of the things that is very, very dismaying to me is the very, very small turnout for our forums and for those who come and vote in the school board election.
In all truth,
it's 15% of qualified voters actually come out. So that means that roughly 2,000 people are making the decisions for a town of over 50,000. Okay, there are 6,500 children in the district, and they deserve better. As you know, I'm a professional educator.
Sure.
So when I get on the council, if Plainfield is, will follow me, I want to be the Board of Education liaison.
Okay.
I mentioned earlier that I have relationships with several of the board members, and no one who's serving on the board, none of the new people, everyone wants to do the best by our children.
Sure.
But I think that we need the experience and leadership that I can provide as the Board of Ed liaison to move us to that next
Well, you know
level.
what people say about that is that when they get in office, after that right there, they kind of like disappear. They can't really get in contact. It's almost like untouchable. I think that one of the biggest problems, I don't think it's the Board of Education people in general, but I think that what it is that it's like people don't really know how to contact them. Where city council meetings are on the books, they know when it's going to be, people opt to go. But with the board, it's like, I don't know, it's, people.
Public
So how can,
relations.
yeah.
Public relations and
Or do they want to do public relations?
that I could not answer. I certainly could not. But one thing that I would say that as a council person, I will be visible. I'll be very, very visible. I've been visible when I'm not running for office.
Sure.
Certainly be visible when I am. I actually have a plan, if elected, that I will walk every district in the 2nd and 3rd ward twice a year.
Okay.
Once in the spring and once in the fall.
Okay.
I actually recruited several Democratic City Committee members who won their elections, and they are out canvassing. They are out walking. They're listening to residents' concerns, and they're contacting the councilors, and the councilors are getting back to them. That's the kind of proactive thing that I will do.
What's the date of the election?
The election is Tuesday, June 8th. We hope it's going to be a nice sunny day so that folks can come out and they can support me. The polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. If there's anyone who may not be in town on that day, they can contact me at rebeccaforcouncil@gmail.com, and you can contact me at rebeccaforcouncil@gmail.com, and I will get an absentee ballot application over to you, and you can vote by mail.
Ah, okay. We having a talk show this Thursday at 4:30. Don Davis will be there. Rashid Bernie will you be able to come?
I will, let me tell you, how long is the show?
4:30 to 5.
Okay, all right. I think I teach at 5:30 in Newark. That's why, I meant to get back to you. So what I'll do is if I can get out of there at 5 o'clock on the dot, I'll just tell my students maybe 15 minutes late. But I certainly will be there. It's just a little bit difficult because
You gotta get there at 5:30.
I have to get there for 5:30, so I have to leave. But I would talk to my students, understand. I'll give them a little project.
Okay. And then you also can tell them they can listen in on 1078
Oh, absolutely.
enjoyharvest.com.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
so, all right, give
Want
them your
me to
name
say
again.
that? I'm Rebecca Williams, and I thank the Reverend for all of his support and for performing this community service. Harvest Radio, 1070.
All right. Okay, so see you Thursday.
Thanks.
God bless. All right. Glad to see you running. All right.